All right, so it doesn't really matter whether you're starting a brand new business or you want to grow and scale a business. If you want to turn any idea into income, there's a system, there's a sequence to doing that. In fact, this is what we call the playbook, and I use it in every business that we have. And I want to share that playbook with you right now. So let's go to my board and I'm going to map this out for you. So you're going to see exactly how we do it in every one of our businesses. We call it the strategic marketing plan. And it's these 5 steps, these 5 phases of it that if you can master this, you can take any idea into income, okay? Now, the key to this is what we refer to as, actually we'll start here. This is the offer, right? We've got the offer down here. This is the offer. And the offer is really from here to here, right? Because you're gonna always renew that offer, the benefits of it. Then the other part of it is the messaging. What's the messaging, right? We're gonna have our messaging from here, right? And our message is gonna kind of take this to here. And then here's the audience. The audience, that's kind of goes from here to here. And so this is ammo, right? This is our audience, our message, and our offer. And that's the key to this. So let me walk you through how you would do this with any idea. And then I'm gonna actually show you my playbook for one of my businesses and one of our products, okay? So here's how this looks. And let's use blue. This might stand out pretty good. So as we have the traffic sources, we need to look at where can we get our traffic? Where does our audience hang out? Where do they congregate? You know, is it on Facebook? Is it on LinkedIn? Is it emails? We need to know our audience. We need to know who they are, what their pain points are, so that we can attack that problem and attack that thing that they're looking for that matches our message. And so we need to know where they congregate so we can get in front of them. It could be at events, it could be networking, it could be face-to-face meetings, it could be anywhere where our people congregate. We need to know that. Now, my recommendation is to choose no more than 3 to start. Like if you're testing your message, get 3 places you can start to then take that message to different parts of traffic. And I would always encourage you to start with people you know, that know, like, and trust you first. That's where you want to start to test all of this. So if there's anything you take away from this, remember, testing is key. Okay, so now we're gonna go into acquire. How do we acquire them? Well, this is fairly simple. In the messaging, we're gonna take our messaging and we're gonna give them something for free, some sort of what we would call a lead magnet, right? We're gonna do a lead magnet. And in another video, I'll tell you about syndicate marketing and how you can exponentially grow this. But for right now, we just need a lead magnet. This is something free that we can give people, right? This could be a quiz. This could be an assessment. This could be a book. It could be something audio, could be a course. There's so many things. Think about anything you have that's gonna teach people what they need to know, and then you're gonna show them how to do it, right? This is what they need to do, you're gonna deliver how they need to do it. This is such an easy way to turn any idea. My son's working on one of them and he's 15. Like, he's got an idea for an offer, he's now working on the lead magnet. Here's what you need to do, and then I'll show you how to do it. That's where you'll pull out your credit card to do it. Now, after they've raised their hand, this acquisition phase, this phase right here is where they raise their hand and say, I'm interested. I have an interest in what you're telling me. And so by filling out the lead magnet, they're going, I have an interest, I'm raising my hand, okay? So now when they do that, you've got to nurture them. We do it in 2 ways. The first way, we call it a high five. Okay, think about it this way. If I just meet you right now and we just exchange information and I would say, hey, it was good to meet you, high five, shake hands, whatever that looks like, think of it like a high five. It's 5 touches within the first 5 days. I love this because typically what I'll do is it's an email campaign for any product. There's a great process for your high five. In Russell Brunson's book, Marketing Secrets, or Expert Secrets, excuse me, he teaches the Epiphany Bridge, where he takes you through 5 phases of kind of telling your story and then taking them through the transformation. This is where they can then come to know you, like you, and trust you. There's a little delay in my writing here, so it's a little sloppy. Know, like, and trust you in that high five, okay? That's what you're trying to build and get them to convert to what? Whatever it is that you do to close. It could be a link that they just buy, so it could be an order form. It could be a book a call where you're gonna sell them, book a call. It could be an appointment. However you get in front of your client, your prospect to close the deal. That's what you're gonna get the high five to convert them over to that. Now, many people, in fact, statistically, you're not going to convert most of these to a close or an appointment to close or an order form. So you need to have something that nurtures them long term. We call it 48 touch. This is just weekly email, phone call, text message, whatever it is. It's long term. The beautiful part about this is that, remember, buying is a process, not an event. People don't wake up today and say, gosh, I really just want to buy a car today. No, they've been probably thinking about it, researching it, and when the day comes, they're like, now I'm gonna go buy a car. That's the event of buying it. We forget there's a whole process behind it. So as I'm going through the process before it becomes the event, I need to be thinking of you all along the way. So that's where the 48 touch comes in. And then this is where we fulfill. There's two really, oops, let me go back. Oops. I don't know where my board went, but here's what we're gonna do. Let me go back. There we go. I just learned something new about my own board. It's pretty good. There's two really important things here. You're going to deliver or fulfill on what you offer, and then, actually there's three. You're gonna renew benefit of why, renew benefits, and then the third is ask for referrals all along the way, but fulfill and renew benefits, over deliver, because now these people will tell others about you. This is how, now I'll show you in a second our strategic marketing plan, but this is literally how you take any idea to sale, any idea to income, is you use and we just duplicate this process. We figured out for everything. This is why I love this sheet. And in our program, we show you how you can do this. We take these sheets and we just map these out, we test them, then we come back, we erase it, and we do it again. So let me show you mine for my company just to give you as an example. All right, so this is mine for my company right now, for one of them and one of the products we have. Impact Mastery is my coaching program, okay? And our coaching program from a cost standpoint, actually I'll use blue again. From a cost standpoint, we have programs anywhere from $1,000 to $25,000, okay? So, but let's just use this product for example. So that's the end product, that's the offer, that's what we're giving people. So the way that we do this is we go out to traffic. Now, we use more than 3 because we've been testing this for a long time. We know our messaging works, we know how it converts. And so we'll send out emails, we'll do Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube videos like this, and networking events. Those are really where our people congregate. So that's where we have tested, we go to. So we're not using some of the other social media channels. This is where we really double down on. And what we're leading them to, the audience that we're going after, the message is, come to my 7 Figures to Freedom webinar. Okay, so this lead magnet is registering them for this webinar over here, okay? Now, when they register, they immediately get a high five campaign. Why? Because people register for things. I've got to renew the benefits. I got to tell the story. I got to get them to know, like, and trust me, especially if I've run ads to this traffic. I got to get them to know, like, and trust me so that they do show up for that. We actually do a little bit more than 5 because we remind people of the call that they registered for. But I still give them 5 emails that help them build the trust with me, okay? And a lot of that, just as a little hack, is sending them stuff here. It's sending them to my YouTube channel to view videos prior to them even meeting me. Again, think of it this way. Let's say you didn't know me prior to this. You registered for something. You know you're gonna come to this webinar because you registered for it. Then you watch this video and you're like, oh, Chaz taught me something of value. I now can trust the things he's teaching. I kind of like him, maybe I don't, it doesn't matter. I like his vibe, he's not overhyped, he just delivers and teaches. Okay, cool, that resonates with me, that's my kind of person. That's the point. That's who I'm looking for. I'm not looking for everybody. I want the people that connect with me, and by watching a video like this, they can do that. And then they show up for this webinar, and then we send them to book a call if they want, or they can purchase directly, and then we fulfill here. If they don't, we then send them back to our 48 touch, and this becomes our long-term nurture. And every year they cycle back through. We build 48 for 1 year, then another 48 for another year, and so forth. Just to land that plane for a second, I had somebody register for the coaching program a couple months back, and I asked my assistant, I was like, do you know who this person is? I don't recognize this name. And we went back and we looked in our CRM and our Playmakers account, and it was, you guys, it was 7 years. She registered 7 years ago for some lead magnet I have, but she's been on my 48 touch every year for 7 years. And what we did is we sent her an email, one of these, that led her to the lead magnet, that she registered for it, high five, she showed up, she went to the thing, and then she joined. That's how it works. And so if you're in business for the long game, you can make money short game or go long game with this. But it doesn't matter if you're new and you've got a new idea and you want to scale it to grow, or you've got a business that's already there, but it's just not getting to the level of income that you want it to. I would follow this strategic marketing plan. Get your audience, your message, and your offer dialed in, and use this system to deliver it as a visual to map everything out, and watch your income skyrocket.